Hey kids, welcome back. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do something now, aren't we, huh? I got this camera set up. I got a camera. I got that camera set up as well. And still got this camera that I use. Busy. Mostly with family stuff, but now things are kind of settled down. Kids are in school. I think I got most of my power issues kind of squirreled away. So let's talk what's been going on and what we're going to do here in the new studio. I'm going to kind of cheat and use my phone because that's how I chronicle events. As you can see here, this should have a bandsaw on the top of it, but it does not in this photo. And that's mostly because the bandsaw decided it wasn't going to work anymore. I think it got manhandled during the move, and this pulley that you can see here should be, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch forward or up than what you can see it here. I had to do some creative finagling to get it. I actually ended up relocating the smaller pulley shaft on the motor that you see here to get the stupid thing running. But I had to take it off the stand just so that I could get to it. It seems to work for the moment. We'll see how long we can get it to run for. So here you can see this is actually the back wall of the shop now. The power wall. You can see I've gotten my handy dandy book. I'm working on getting the table built. This is for a swivel stand I'm building to put our TV and sound bar and stuff on. Yeah, lots of marine epoxy, steel bars, 3/4 inch plywood stuff going into making this table, and then the other associated hardware that I needed to complete a circle jig for the bandsaw, a fence set up for the bandsaw, working on a fret bender, and then this is the table. They got a little bit of a bow in them, so we're working that out. And then this is kind of back where, for the most part, things are going to be until the big mower kind of gets stuck in there. I don't know. We've been in here almost a month, and I don't have a mower yet, but I haven't had to pay for it, so I guess I'm doing okay on that one. Now this is back again behind that wall. I've kind of got the clamp area set up, and I'm trying to split the tools between downstairs and upstairs. Hardware and screws and the hand tools that I'll need kind of up in there, and then just some wood storage area for macro carpentry, as my friend Al used to call it. Anything that wasn't guitars he called macro carpentry. I think I've kind of gotten most of my power issues settled out. One of the things I did is I've got these really nifty 100-watt equivalent LEDs. They're not cheap. They're about 30 bucks a piece, but they are also daylight balanced, which is kind of nifty, especially when you're trying to get stuff accomplished video wise. Let's scroll through here real quick, and now here's kind of the basement part you're looking at. I got the toolbox in. There's the LPJ, the pegboard set up. There's the Lazarus hanging out over there. In that far corner there, under the Angry Coconut's kind of the electronics and the soldering area. Again, I've got some really nice, I'm swapping to LED bulbs as much as I can just to reduce the power consumption on this old wiring that I have. Tinkle-inkling, I hear a cat coming. Wood storage area over there. There's the table and the monitor, kind of where I'm recording this thing right now. And so this is kind of where we're going to have some fun with a new shop setup. Hopefully for an extended period of time, because I'm kind of tired of moving my crap all over the place. Yeah, there's my other cat. Alright, projects that are in the works that need stuff done. let's start with the ARC D28. Mostly minor issues on this one. I still have to make a truss rod cover on that. I may elect to do some sort of headstock inlay on that. I just don't know right now. It doesn't have fret markers on the fingerboard or the side, and it gets a little fun to play sometimes. It's amazing how much you rely on those little dumb dots. It needs strap buttons put on it. I have a string alignment issue, as you can see here. My workaround for temporarily might be that I move a slot over on the saddle just until I can make a new one, or I think the correct way to do it is just to maybe take the bridge off and do that whole mess all over again. I've got finish issues that I have to do. There needs to do a final wet sanding on this. Like I said, I've got some finish issues on the top and the back and the side. I never made a label for this thing. I need to do that. And then I need to condition the fretboard. But that's about it on that one. The Precision Musical Instrument Company mandolin, the collegiate A-style mandolin, has survived the move. It needs to be put back together. The top and the bottom need to be re-glued up to the body. We need to reset the neck. We need to work on the neck. And just get that one back up and going. The Lone Ranger 3/4 scale guitar, I need to make a new tailpiece, you know, a new bridge, a new saddle on that. Am I going to refinish the neck in the silvery finish? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. And is that going to be a playing guitar? Who knows? It's just kind of fun to have right now. The Lazarus, wow. Done a lot to it, got a long way to go. The Lazarus, do I replace the fingerboard or do I work with what I have? Either way, I think it's got to come off. The binding on one side is torn away. I'm missing one fret. The frets are kind of worn in one area, so might as well go ahead and just refret it. It needs a new nut. Then we need to recreate the headstock decal on it, get that painted up and again. Then I got to get the silly neck on it. Do I put a pick guard on it? It came with a pick guard. I don't know. We'll see. Things to do. The LPJ is probably the low-hanging fruit, to be honest with you. The clear coat has had a long time to dry, so it's probably pretty darn hard. So that just needs to be a final wet sanding and a polishing. I got to clean the fretboard up. Do I put faux binding on it or not? I don't know. I'm leaning towards not. I actually kind of like the way it looks, so we'll have to see what the boy wants. And then we got to put that pile of electronics back into it. The Misfit D28, that's what I'm going to call it, the Misfit. It's bits and pieces that I found. This is a bear claw spruce top, and then this is African mahogany back and sides. You can see the reason it was a second. Look at the wiggle in that one side there on the end. So now I got to figure out how do I flatten that out, because we don't want it to be all scooched up like that. Yeah, there's a lot to go on that one. And then the Naughty Casters, God, I'd almost even forgotten about those guys. There's just, I mean, there's just two bodies there and a neck template. So that's got a super duper long ways to go. So anyways, that's what's going on. So to figure out which one to do, like I said, I'm working on a couple of templates, not templates, but I'm working on a couple of tools. The fret bending jig, I'm working on that, and then we just have to figure out which one we're going to start with. Like I said, that one's probably a pretty good candidate. just because there's not a lot to do. And my stupid cat is preparing to jump onto a bunch of empty boxes. Actually, you can go ahead and do it because that's going to make a hell of a noise. So anyways, thanks for hanging in there, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully in the next couple of videos we'll have all of our lighting issues and all of our sound issues kind of worked out, and then we can finally get back to making guitars, because it's been too freaking long. So have a good one, folks. Cheers.